Right, so let's get this going. Let's start the show. What's this? Oh, something's gone wrong on there.
Daily Brexit's open.
Yep, we were open for business, but it seems like the low network connection. Record video. It's recording. Go live. Go live. There we are. We're going live now. Please. Sorry about that, folks. Bit of a technical issue to start off the show. We're a bit lost for where to go because we were planning on expanding on the Daily Brexit's show with regards to the Barcelona declaration. But we'll put a pin in that. We'll leave that for another show. We'll carry on. We'll keep on going and doing everything we've got to do. So, yeah, hello and welcome to the Hive Mind, broadcasting live on the Daily Brexit page and broadcasting live on our YouTube channel as well. Great stuff. So,
good evening, good day, good morning, and good afternoon.
Good times to all. Good times to all.
It's a great time to be alive.
Yep. Fighting for freedom. That's what we've got to do.
The tide is turning.
Yeah, you can see that all of our little victories are starting to gain momentum, and we've got their backs to the ropes, and they're acting like it. They're acting like cornered animals, acting out as best they can, and pushing.
Well, the deep state are playing dodgy games at the moment.
Yeah.
In regards to Q posts, so I'm just going to explain a little bit about this. So,
because I've heard
Q dropped a post about 17 and a plane, and the deep state have used it against the Q community to make it look as if Q has organised this plane atrocity that happened yesterday to try and make links.
The plane atrocity?
Which is a silly idea.
What happened with the plane atrocity? It's a new one to me, that one.
Oh, so there's a plane, a domestic flight in America, where an engine blew up, and unfortunately, a lady lost her life.
Oh, and she got taken out of the window, didn't she? Got sucked out of the window or something.
She did, yeah. And they managed to hold on to her, but unfortunately, she lost her life.
Yeah.
But yes, it was on the 17th. It was the row 17. This woman was on. Yeah.
Is 17 is 17 an official a society number or a special number?
No. But
I didn't think it was.
Q dropped number 17 and plane and welcome aboard. Before it happened, like a couple of days before, and I think could possibly be a false flag. It was only one individual blade from the engine that broke and came off and caused a lot of damage. What the fire would have. It would have exploded at some point, but it was one individual blade, and it went straight through the window.
Well, that's very difficult to pre-plan that sort of incident, but it's implausible, but not impossible.
That's it. And this is just speculation. And this doesn't mean that someone didn't die, being a false flag. But could it have not been the
story?
Fan?
Yeah, the blade from the fan. Could it have been something?
Yeah.
Something different.
Something like a bullet or something.
What, 20, 30,000 feet? Well, yeah, because it must have been high in the sky for it to have decompression.
20,000 feet, yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's the state of the world we're in at the moment. We can't trust anything or anyone, apart from, you know, the patriots that are with us. It's... Yeah.
Whatever's happened, someone's lost their life, and it's terrible.
Yeah. It could...
That's the bottom end of it. No matter if it was an accident or it was a false flag event, no matter what, someone lost their life, and too many people losing their lives nowadays. How many times have you heard of an engine blowing up, and just one blade coming out and smashing a window? It just doesn't seem really plausible to me. It can. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just never heard of anything like it before.
Yeah.
Never.
It's a weird one.
Really strange, but you know,
so
the plane has windows.
Back to the Q post, and so they're trying to blame it on...
I'm not saying they are definitely, but it looks like they're trying to link it. If it is a false flag, that's if it is. If it like...
Well, if Q's predicted welcome aboard and a plane incident or a 17...
He didn't predict anything. It was about something else, about a past post.
He's put... Oh, Facebook shut me down again. Trying to reconnect.
Wow. They're doing this a lot.
Yeah. And literally...
Ollie's had to do it a couple of times. It's odd, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's Facebook for you.
Censoring us.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Daily Brexit has got a red flag upon it. Definitely got a red flag upon it because he's talking the truth. We're debating things that are against the media narrative and against the government narrative. And
deep state narrative.
Yeah. And it can't continue with
deep state. It's got a lot to answer for.
It can't continue with live broadcast. Gosh darn it. And I've got full Wi-Fi signal. I'm right next to my router. There is no reason for it to not have the strong enough signal to go live. So
funny that, isn't it?
Right. Sorry about this. People are looking on YouTube. I'm just having to set it back up again on Facebook. Messing around. Let's try again. So we're back after Facebook has been messing about, because that was Facebook losing the connection, not me. So it's something definitely from their side. So back to the crux of the matter and the Q posts and the Q points. Has there any other sort of Q posts that have been floating about in the ether? So I've not seen any on my...
The last posts were yesterday. There was a lot to go on, but kind of future-proof past type posts. It's a few things we're trying to look into, but nothing forthcoming just yet. Because it was on April the 12th. The Q post was, Alan, welcome aboard plane 17Q. And then he reposted that with a bit underneath on the 17th saying, we are being set up. Threat, past booms, Texas bombs, new booms, plane crash, plus plane.
Oh, for crying out loud. Proper tech issues. Ah, gosh darn it. Everything's messing up now.
down, literally.
Yeah, everything's going down. Sorry about that. Even my little speaker went and lost its battery charge. Oh, the daily chaos. It's going over. Yay. Right, so just sorry, you're going to have to repeat the last part of the Q post. My apologies. My apologies to everybody watching. We'll get this sorted one day. Right. So
sorry, I just had to get back to the Q post. I had to flip over and
refresh your
talking. I had to reset my talk, the way I talk. I've done it as a activated talk instead of push to talk. So the Q post, it says, from April the 12th, which is a repost on April the 17th, Alan, one line, full stop, welcome aboard, full stop, plane, full stop, 17, full stop, Q. And then the bit underneath from the repost, he put, we are being set up, threat, past booms, Texas bombs, new booms, plane crash plus plane /17, drop, full stop. These people are sick. Attempt to prevent drops or awakening, conspiracy, coincidence, response coming, Q. Following that was a repost of the last part that I just read out from we are being set up to response coming to Q. The response is strike package 111V-B, both in capitals. That was the last Q post.
As per usual, quite cryptic.
That's Q.
Yeah, that's Q. That's Q. It's going to take some deciphering. Is that one? Maybe the Patriots. Maybe the Patriots soapbox have already had a look into this and have got more information than we do.
There's a few people on it now. There's another Discord server that I'm part of that has got a 24-hour live stream. Another group of Americans. Again, we've got no English, but yeah, I'm working on that. It's just that computers don't come cheap nowadays.
That's it. And even a second.
And you need a half decent one to cope with what needs to be done.
That's it. It needs to be able to stream up on multiple platforms as well, which is part of software issues as well. And the software is blooming expensive too.
Yeah,
we do our best with what we can.
I've got the software sorted. Software I ain't got to worry about. But yeah, so there's Q community is getting big. It's getting very big now. There's a lot to go on.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I've also been watching a bit of InfoWars today, and they seem to have a different side to the Syrian debate, which involves Jared Kushner and him going to see the Saudi Crown Prince and striking a deal with the Saudi Crown Prince to give the Crown Prince Assad's head and to give the Crown Prince Syria and control in Syria after the war is over.
Do you know about Alex Jones's spat?
Oh yeah. He had a bit of a tiff because Trump went back on his promises to say that he wasn't going to go into Syria and do shit in Syria. And how many times did he tell Obama, don't go into Syria, don't touch Syria. Syria will not be good for the American people. Do not do it. And then to go and do it himself.
Yeah, Alex hasn't looked into it properly.
Well, he does have his sources, and he does have a lot of research there that he does do. You know, I won't.
Oh yeah, I'm not disputing that. Not disputing that at all.
But it's
everyone has a different view.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And we have a different view as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can't see any
of them. Again, we don't have them type of sources that he's privy to, and others are.
Yeah, that's what I wish we had. Wish we had some proper Secret Service sources, you know, really to shine light on these these situations that are all kept behind closed doors, all negotiated in the dark, in the quiet, and kept out of the public eye, and mostly done for their own benefits, isn't it? Because I see no benefit to the British people bombing the heck out of Syria.
None at all.
None at all. But Theresa May jumps on the freaking bandwagon and starts freaking bombing without any approval from anyone. Just doing it as...
And then it was a waste of missiles and money and effort as well, because they just got shot down by the Russians.
How much do those missiles cost? 60 million each, or something like 6 million each, or something like that. They're not cheap.
They aren't cheap.
No.
None of them.
No.
None of them. None of them are cheap. They're
well,
made to be expensive, aren't they?
Well,
that's
part of the military-industrial complex, isn't it? We can make them for X amount, but we can sell them for triple, quadruple, 10 times X amount, and make a buckload of money. And use them to kill innocent people, or sometimes not so innocent people. You know, and all the major military arms deals that we've been doing at the minute have been with Saudi Arabia to bomb the living heck out of Yemen, Yemen was a CIA operation, from what I see, from what I believe. The CIA sent people in there to set up a rogue element to give Saudi Arabia an enemy to go and bomb and practice their bombing and practice their war techniques on.
Yeah. That's what they do.
Yeah. Because I think Saudi Arabia is gearing up for something bigger. They keep buying more and more and more of our weapons.
It's just thought, isn't it?
Yeah. Because it's undoubtable that Saudi Arabia wants more power and more control in the Middle East. And it seems like we're starting to hand it to them on a plate. Because I see Iran being the next to topple. And who's next to Iran? Saudi Arabia.
Although Iran does have to fall.
Yeah, well,
just in the right way.
That's it. You know, we do it time and time again, like we freaking don't know what we're doing. We take out the establishment, the corrupt establishment there, and then leave a power vacuum for the extremists and the Islamists to come and seize power, because they've got the power control through the mosque, through the religion. And yeah, who really knows what's going on?
Well, some people do. Not really us.
Not us, not the general public, not the people that are freaking paying tax to pay for it.
So I've got a bit on Iran.
Yeah.
Just a little bit to read out, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, Iran ransom payment, okay? In January of 2016, Iran held 5 American prisoners. The Obama administration transferred $400 million in US assets to Switzerland and other nations, which were converted to foreign cash, including francs and euros. American officials permitted Iran air officials to take control of the money and depart from Geneva only once the US hostages were aboard and wheels up on their way home. The $400 million in foreign bills stacked onto pallets was flown from Geneva to Tehran in an unmarked cargo plane. A further $1.3 billion was transferred in a series of 13 money transfers of $99,999,999 and $99 from the US Treasury Department Judgment Fund, in quotations. Each transfer was 1 cent less than 100 million limit imposed on such transfers. Attorney General Loretta Lynch pled the fifth when questioned on this matter.
So she kept silent about it. That's deep state. That is pure deep state. Probably funding terrorism, funding the destabilization of the Middle East. So either
they've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah. So either Saudi Arabia or Iraq or Israel can have just cause to go to war with Iran, because Iran's got weapons of mass destruction now, so we've got to go invade them. Yeah, darkest rabbit hole.
It's a hard time it ended.
Yeah, the Middle East is just. I'd hate to be there, but
I know, but it as a natural beauty, without the destruction. It's a beautiful part of the world is the Middle East.
I wouldn't know. I've never been. I've never even been to Turkey. Turkey's a frigging evil player at the moment as well. Opening up the corridors of migrants through to Europe. Planning on, what's his name?
The
Muslim Brotherhood.
Not just that. They are part of the Barcelona Declaration.
Well, undoubtedly.
With open border.
Yeah, they're the corridor. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, sorry, people. My tech's gone down again. We're not having a good tech day today. I should have prepared for the show a little bit more. I feel pretty angry now. But it's been on charge for the battery's probably knackered in it. Right, let's give it another go. Sorry, pal, we're having tech issues again. My speaker's gone down again. So,
no worries.
Yeah. So we weren't able to hear you. Yeah, it's not been a... Well, as you were saying about Turkey being the part of the Barcelona Declaration and part of the open door policy to move people from the Middle East and North Africa into Europe.
Yeah.
With it's been declared that they're doing it to try to lower our IQ because we're too smart. We're too smart to be slaves. And
don't forget all these Islamists claim that Muslims are really smart and they've come up with loads of things.
They're superior to us. They believe in Muslim superiority.
Apparently a lot of Muslims going back years ago were as smart as Galileo and Isaac Newton and the likes. And I was like, was he a Freemason as well then? And I was like, what? I was like, yeah, Galileo, Newton, Einstein, they're all Freemasons. Were they? Yeah. Little did you know, all Freemasons. So did they do it or was they given it?
Well,
begs the question, doesn't it?
It makes you question everything once you start to get to pick underneath the veneer of the lies that we've been told. It makes you question absolutely everything. Who thought of what? Who saw what? Who knows what? Who told who what?
Yeah.
Where was this information?
Who wrote it?
Yeah, who wrote it? Who did this information come from? Is it like what's his name? The inventor, the American inventor that stole all Tesla's ideas. And because he had
no one stole them. It was Morgan that basically squashed him and made everyone stop his funding. And then I'm trying to think.
Yeah. I can't.
Trying to think of the actual events and how it happened. I've got it somewhere as well.
It's there. It's in the back of my mind, but I can't bring it to the forefront. And
information.
The Americans absolutely adore this person as an inventor.
So yeah,
Edison, Edison, wasn't it? Edison.
Sorry,
Edison.
Yeah. Wasn't he working with Tesla on something?
Yeah, but
and then when Tesla died, murdered,
went crazy and married a pigeon. I'm not.
he claimed it for himself or something like that, and it was funded because he was part of the deep state then, whatever they were. But yeah, Trump's uncle was the first one at the scene after Tesla had died and got access to all of his paperwork.
All of his research, all of his information, all of his notebooks, and yeah.
Everything.
And that's...
And Jack Kennedy was very good friends with Trump as well.
Mm-hmm.
So JFK's son. And then he died, or got killed off.
Yeah, was killed off.
Right as he was going to take the Senate seat. And then who took that?
Rod and Clinton.
Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, Hillary Rod goddamn Clinton. Yeah.
Hillary Rotten Clinton.
Oh, she is one evil BR. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, but and yet we still not seen of
in all of this as well.
Hmm?
I want to know where Israel's playing their game in all of this, because they're deep state, aren't they?
Well, yeah, they control our government through the conservative Friends of Israel, the Israeli lobby. They control the American government through their lobbying, and a lot of the media control and the powerhouses there are run by the Zionist Israelis. And Mossad and their intelligence services have got their fingers in every pie. They're claws in every country. And, well, yeah, if you go against them, you disappear. Or your name's dragged through the mud, or you lose your job, or you lose your house, you lose everything. If they can't kill you, they'll just take everything away from you. Yeah. Which is all leads back to the people at the top of the pyramid, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It does.
That's what it does, you know. They own that country. They own a lot of countries.
See, I'll go to the Middle East once everything's been sorted. At the moment, I don't feel unsafe. I'd go there, but I don't think I'd enjoy it as much as what I should.
Well, you'd be on edge. Well, I would be even if I went to see Israel,
mate.
Even if I went to see Israel and you know the Church Mound and things like that. Where the sites in Israel, I'd still feel, what is it, apprehensive.
Yeah.
And you
would, of course you would.
Well, Damascus was supposed to be a lovely place, a lovely city. You know, the ancient ruins in that area was supposed to be some of the most beautiful ruins in the world. Yeah, but the ISIS and the jihadis have gone about destroying them and dismantling them and, you know, crushing that part of history, because that's also part of the globalists' agenda, is to destroy culture and history. So we've got nothing to latch onto and nothing to make us who we are. So we fit into this one world government that they plan so virulently.
Yep.
So, what else has been happening recently, apart from Syria and the Syrian force? Because
I've got something else I'd like to read out.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
This is very important, very, very important. And I would very much urge everyone to go and research about this. It's very interesting. Get yourself onto WikiLeaks and go and check out all of those emails and all of the files that are there. So, Vault 7, Part 1, Year 0. In early February of 2017, WikiLeaks issued a series of cryptic messages regarding Vault 7. On March the 6th, WikiLeaks tweeted that the deadline had passed and the FBI had not released Vault 7, so they would. A roughly 500 megabit file was put to the public with a key promised to be released the following morning. The key was released on March 7th at 6 a.m. and was taken from John F. Kennedy's famous quote, "I wish I could splinter the CIA into 1,000 pieces and scatter it into the winds." Vault 7 is the most important data leak in history. It reveals that the CIA can hijack virtually all smartphones, televisions, and computers, can hijack smartphones to intercept nearby Wi-Fi traffic, can remotely control cars and aeroplanes as assassination tools, can leave fingerprints for foreign nations on hack attempts, has a department dedicated to psychological warfare against US citizens, uses the US Embassy in Frankfurt as a spying and hacking HQ of Europe, has failed to report and has paid companies to keep vulnerabilities open, has lost control of their malware arsenal to hostile actors and regimes. We live in 1984 style surveillance state. This should be getting 24 hour, 7 days a week media attention. However, our media is controlled by the CIA. WikiLeaks has stated that this is only the first release from the contents of Vault 7.
Wow.
And just to touch up on who the CIA are and the birth of them. So on the back of Operation Paperclip from World War II, our secret intelligence services, MI6, decided to create a new office in another land. And they chose this land to be America. And they called it the CIA. The CIA is also a breed of an intelligence services that is also connected to the Pakistani intelligence services. So the MI6 actually control the Pakistani secret intelligence services and the CIA. So there's a little background on the CIA, how
they were made, how they were formed, and what they are up to now. And a lot of the quote that you read from Vault 7, you can actually see in place in front of your eyes. The psychological war on the American youth. You can see that It's plain to
The
see.
psychological warfare, part of that is MK Ultra, and there's various of others as well.
Oh, you can see with the indoctrination of the youth. You can see it with them calling for their own gun ban. Literally, turkeys begging for Christmas. It's madness.
Well, to be fair, most of them are actors, aren't they?
Yeah. But a lot of the people out on the streets.
Poor out white leftists.
But that's part of the psychological warfare upon them.
Oh yeah, it's been indoctrinated into them to make them think and feel like that. And it's only when you have true people to themselves and to the others that you find patriots.
Individuals, yeah.
Individuals that will go out and do this very same, oppose these very people. And that's what needs to be done. These people have no argument. This is the thing. I always ask people when they start saying about like, "Oh, Trump's a racist. He's a bigot." Rah rah rah. I'm like,
He told you.
Prove it.
Yeah.
Tell me. Say the exact quote. Said that was either racist, was derogative to women, anything like that. Please tell me. And they can't. They have no argument. And it's like, how can you even say that when you can't back it up? Fox 7, I can back up this WikiLeaks. So
yeah.
If it's opinionated, I'll say it's my opinion.
And he's never dropped anything incorrect. All of his data, all of his information has been spot on every single time. And he's proud of that.
I verify everything and I scrutinise it, and I'll let people know, especially with articles. Even if you do find a great source, you're still going to have parts of that article that aren't true to the letter because not everyone knows everything. And then, but True Pundit, Conservative Treehouse, Breitbart, there's great sources out there, but still, even when you find those sources, you've got to still go against other sources to look at it.
Yeah, cross-reference.
I'm going to put it out there. Westmonster, they're a very good source. Is Westmonster. And then you've got the likes of, what's the one in the afternoons with Brian Gerrish?
UK Column.
UK Column.
That's a good source as well.
That's a good source, but some of it is still very, very opinionated and not completely factual. But it's a good source to go by.
It does. It makes you question things as well. Look at these people. And it shows who's saying these things in the media, and it does. It leads you to do some more research yourself as well, to look into these people and who they are and what they say and where they're coming from. But I do watch UK Column quite often. I share it quite often as well, because what I see is majoritively factual. There is some opinions to it, and it does have a side to it that is opinionated, as we all do. Everything that's produced has your own opinion to back it up, unless it's even statistics can be manipulated and used for opinion.
Yeah, but like for us, we're definitely, for me, I won't put something out there that I'm not convinced on, that I don't think is right. I won't give people like this information like I've looked into it. There's not, with the amount of children that go missing each year, it's 600,000. It is that mark. It could be higher, but I know that that's a statistic that's there, and it's true. That's a lot of children. 600,000.
Yep,
it's a lot.
That's a lot of satanic rituals. If even that's just 1% of them, that's still a lot of satanic rituals. And it shouldn't happen it should not happen in a first world country.
It shouldn't be happening at all.
No, it shouldn't.
2018.
I know, But if you're in a backwards country, like in a hellhole,
We are.
Well, we are. I know we are. But it's one of the problems that we've got, and one of the problems we've got to address. But we don't see it as that. The normal person, everyday person on the street, sees us as the most progressive, modern country in the world. The light, the country that can go around and tell other countries what to do because we're so good and we're so righteous. Oh,
yeah,
which is absolute bunkum. But it's what's been, indoctrinated into us to think that Britain should be, and America especially, should be out there telling the world how to how to run the world.
And what to do.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to force democracy on you, even though we don't live in democracy ourselves. We're going to bomb you until you get democracy. Yeah. Yeah. You will accept corporatism. You will accept it. You've got no choice. Yeah. But it takes people like us to stand up against it, to look into things, to investigate these facts, and to throw questions at the media and to throw questions at these people that we know that they can't answer. Because as soon as they can't answer and as soon as they start stumbling and falling and tripping over themselves, the whole argument and the whole debate falls apart. And that's when they have to turn violent or turn into insulting little dweebs that we see time and time again. Every time you put an argument towards these people or put a fact or fact-based, even just fact-based opinion towards them, they can't cope with it. They have to lash out at you. And it's a sorry state of affairs. But
Cool.
But we far outnumber them. And from my opinion, and it is my opinion, we far outnumber them. It's just we don't.
Oh.
It's just we're happy to plod along, thinking that it's all right, everything's still all right, nothing's gone wrong, nothing's gone too bad yet. They're not taking. I can still
have a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Calm down. Have a cup of tea. A little blow over.
Yeah.
I've had enough of that. If I see one of them cups or anything like that anymore.
Oh, keep calm and carry on. What?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
It's the go.
Yeah. It's one of those. And yes, it's all well and good us trying to do everything we can through every legal way and peaceably and nicely and all above board. Yeah, we do it time and time again. And does the government listen? Does the establishment listen? Does the far left listen? Does the left listen? Does anybody listen? Do the hackers like? Because we just go home the next day and carry on with life as normal, as best we can. I think it just gradually gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And, like we said it time and time again, we're not calling for violence. We're not calling for an uprising. But time's running out. Our patience is running thin. I'm sure yours is as well. And the sooner you can get rid of the cancer, the better. The more chance there is of surviving. And to see our country's military being sold off, flogged off, given away, our military secrets sold off, flogged off, given away, our industry sold off, flogged off, given away, our people, our sovereignty, everything just being flushed down the drain. It's infuriating. It really is infuriating. And to see us sit back and let it happen it's almost worse.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
This is because I saw on UK.
Did you know that Theresa May's husband is a major shareholder in BAE Systems? BAE Systems.
Lockheed. What's that? City? No, not City Group.
City Corp.
Something like that. It's something like that. One of these massive corporate investment funds, hedge fund things, that's got 1.7 trillion pounds or dollars worth of investment backing.
6.3 million. Capital Group.
Yeah, that's just in one share. That's just in one arm of it, one shell corporation of this huge conglomerate umbrella. Because that's what they do. They'll have the huge.
So he earns money out of us going to war.
Oh, they all do. Of course he will.
Bloody.
He'll earn money off us going to civil unrest. He'll earn money if we start getting pissed off and doing something about the world. He'll earn money off it. But he'll earn pieces of paper or notes on a freaking computer screen.
Wow.
Don Davidson's put something in the comments. We might have to have a look at later on. Maybe
read some comments out.
Maybe at a later show.
Comments.
Yeah. Matty Eastwood's mentioning about 9/11 was the start of FEMA. Oh, it was started with FEMA after 9/11, and the Pentagon was struck with a cruise missile. It's hard to get the Facebook comments on this phone because I've got to poke the screen. Yeah. But May's husband's company has a 78% shareholding in Lockheed, who manufacture missiles. It says it all for you, really, that, doesn't it? All these warmongering tyrants want us to go to war and want to make money off not only selling the government arms, but also rebuilding the bombed country afterwards, making sure that their companies and their friends and their people get the contracts to rebuild the infrastructure of the bombed nation. Because if you control the infrastructure of the bombed nation, you control its banking, guess what? You control that country completely. And,
of course.
And to say that, Syria's got a huge oil wealth, and say Syria's got the pipelines in place, and has probably got quite a few other resources there as well. It stinks. It stinks to high heaven of corporate greed killing our young men as well as their people and innocent people as well. Oh, what Matty was meant about with the comment over FEMA was the FEMA took over in editorials on all mainstream media in the West after 9/11. It seems to be that the main media companies are all complicit, are all part of it, are all working for the military industrial machine, working for the globalist agenda. And Don Davidson, United Kingdom's financial salvation, and he's left us his email there as well. Might have to get in touch with him, maybe bring him on the show. Give us a yes if you want to come on the show on a later date, Don. We'll get you on board. Yeah. So there's also something else.
I just want to put out, have you seen that they're saying that the US has bombed Russian military bases when it's actually Iranian bases, and it was Israel?
I've heard that some Iranian bases that had been protected by Russia have been bombed. Now, I'm not sure of the culprit or who it was, but it's Israel's probably behind it. Either it was the Israelis telling our government to do it, France's government to do it, or the American government to do it, or even doing it themselves. They probably had a hand in it. Now, I've also seen a video of it was in a proper function NATO UN surrounding, with a UN sort of background with the United Nations emblem in the background, and the man was talking about genetically modified troops in Syria and the possibility of Syria having genetically modified troops or genetic engineering facilities in Syria, maybe done by the Russians or the Iranians. I've seen that, but I was like a bit pinch of salt with that one. I was like, But it was someone at the United Nations, and it had the United Nations emblem behind them. I've saved it on my Instagram. See if I can find it. See if I can find it and not cut us off. Because that, yeah. Will this play? Yeah. The Council de Seguridad. So it's in Spanish, the emblem behind him, but it's back from 2016.
Drop it in Discord if you can.
I can't get things off Instagram. It won't let me download them. It'll let me copy the link, but it won't let me download them properly.
If you can copy the link, paste the link into
Discord,
the chat, and then I'll click onto it, and then I can view it.
Yeah, there we go. And paste. Boom. There. Here it's come up and everything.
Yeah, it automatically links it.
Yeah, sweet. So I can do a lot more with that now then. Good stuff. Getting better with the technology side of things. Yeah. Because I saw that and I was like, Because we know it's going on. We know that genetic engineering and genetic enhancements does go on, and it's been going on for quite some time, quite a few decades. And well, I won't put it past. I won't put it past any of either the deep state or even Russia. I even think Russia tried to make a Winter Soldier a super soldier because of the threats that they receive from the deep state, from the cabal, and they've been threatened with war time and time and time again. And they are the boogeyman. So if we want to go to a massive war, who's it always been against? Russia. The boogeyman. Yeah.
Russia.
Yeah.
China.
Yeah. But both of these are extraordinarily powerful nations and would trounce Europe. Russia would stomp through Europe in a heartbeat. China would. It's all way other side of the world, but if they had reason to, could quite happily go through the corridor of Russia and back them up. But at the end of the day, what's in it for them? I'd see China rather take the Middle East because China's oil poor. It doesn't have an amount of oil, and it needs it.
No.
It needs it to keep its industrial might going. Unless they've worked upon and developed their own form of fuel, because the electric motor and the electric side of things that's supposed to replace petrol and supposed to replace the petrol fuel isn't really working very well at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I wouldn't put it past China working on genetically modified people. I think it's highly likely, extremely highly likely, that I don't think they're genetically engineering them for intelligence, more for obedience and strength.
Yeah.
So look, some more comments. And one of the most heavily...
Wow. Tell you what, we live in a messed up society, don't we?
That's it. And it's been hidden from us for so long, and it's still hidden from everybody. It's still hidden from a lot of people. A lot of people don't really know it, don't realize it. Think we're living in a happy, shiny, woo-woo, unicorns farting rainbows world. Just because they've got their iPhone and their smartphone and the big telly, and they can nicely, happily be distracted. And
it's just one big distraction.
Yep, one big distraction. And that one big distraction, like you've said, with the CIA and Vault 7, is monitoring you completely and utterly, seeing exactly where you are, exactly what you look like, exactly who you are, what you believe, what you think, what they can sell to you. Everything. Absolutely everything. They know more about you.
Why so many people go missing each year? They don't have to guess this anymore. They know where you are.
Yeah, they don't have to guess. They know exactly where you are. They can find you within half an hour.
And don't think it's just the phones. Your everyone's contactless cards. Every time you walk past one of them contactless meters, it registers who you are and it pings back, and data transfers and it pings back to exactly who you are, where you've been. Two reasons for that. Obviously, they can track you. Another one is if your card gets stolen, they can track it, blah, 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 as well, where it's been about.
Yep. They can see exactly what you purchased on the card as well. So if you start buying things that you maybe shouldn't be buying, they know. If you
start using your card on the dark web, they know exactly what you're doing. That's why people are using crypto on the dark web now.
Well, that's it's probably one of the only ways to purchase upon the dark web is through a crypto. You don't want to use anything that links it back. There's only one reason you're on the dark web, is that's to stay as anonymous as possible. But even that's very difficult to do because the government are spying on it in every way they possibly can. So there's a good comment here. The Republican congressional leaders took their all-out war with the senior Obama staffers to the next level on Wednesday. Officials sending a criminal referral to the Department of Justice over their role in using the infamous Steele dossier, the Piegate dossier, to obtain Obama's surveillance warrants against the Trump campaign. In an expose, in an explosive new report from Sarah Carter, Key details are emerging about the bombshell referral against the former Attorney General Loretta Lynch and the other senior staffers at the FBI and DOJ. Is this the start of the dominoes toppling? Is this the start of the unsealing of the indictments? Is this hopefully what we've been waiting for a long time? Because we've seen, well, we know these people are criminals. They know these people are criminals. And if any of them walk, or if any of them get away with it, then society's gone. Because if you can get away with the stuff that they've been getting away with, what sort of precedent does that set? How can people carry on and trust the law system if it's so obviously, so blatantly corrupt? And we see it, and transferring it, we even see it in this country.
Where's that article?
Oh, it was a comment. It was a comment from.
Didn't he say it was breaking news?
Staffers to the next level. Wednesday. It came on Wednesday. Today.
Yes.
Yeah. If you could.
What's the source?
Lauren Kane. Lauren Kane. If you can drop us a source on that, we're very happy about that.
Or just name where the article will be cool, and then I can just pick it up.
Yeah.
From the internet myself.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, I think it's stuck on one comment now. No. I thought it was stuck on one comment now. Yeah. Is this the start of the dominoes toppling? We can hope because I can't wait. I can't wait to see them because and people think, oh, we got these people that think that, oh, well, it's America. It's got nothing to do with us. When it's got everything to do with us. Our criminal cabal is hugely entwined with theirs, hugely, and partially, and probably controlling a lot of it as well. Even the freaking royals have been mentioned in Q posts as being.
They're all complicit.
Yep, they're all complicit, joining in, profiting from it, most definitely profiting from it. You know, we've even got criminals like Amber Rudd in our cabinet. I wouldn't put it past Theresa May being a criminal in some way.
I think I've got an article here on it.
You found it?
I think so. My good old trusted conservative treehouse.
Sounding a bit like Alexander there.
I sound like sorry.
Sounded a bit like Alexander then. We've got to get him on the show again as well. He's good. He's a good guest.
Trail of James Comey's death.
It's on QAnon. Follow the White Rabbit.
Lynch discovered with an IG report on Andrew McCabe. A very interesting development is unfolding as a result of the internet researcher Tracy Beans. Good old Tracy Beans. I love her. She's brilliant. And some insightful dot connecting by those following. The outline begins via a relatively underreported accusation about former Attorney General Loretta Lynch by former FBI Director James Comey in his upcoming book. They always release books, don't they? These people always release books.
Yep.
According to ABC News, Comey writes in in quotations, a higher loyalty, truth, lies, and leadership.
That's the name of his book.
That's the name of his book, yes.
Just repeat that, because I'm a bit dumbfounded by that.
So Comey's title of his book is A Higher Loyalty, Truth, Lies, and Leadership.
Oh, a higher loyalty. Come on. You know he's a frigging globalist from that frigging one little phrase.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that follows that he become the public face of an investigation partly because of a mysterious development which he felt could cast, in quotation, serious doubt on Lynch's independence. What? So this is a comment made by Cranky Chromie. Had it become public, the unverified material would undoubtedly have been used by political opponents to cast serious doubt on the Attorney General's independence in connection with Clinton's investigation. Comey writes, according to ABC, he calls the material a, in quotations, development still unknown to the American public to this day.
Yeah, because it's been covered up.
You've lied and covered it up so many times. That's not in the article, people. That's what I make of that and what I know of James Comey, Cranky Comey. It seems rather odd for James Comey to be making such an accusation against Loretta Lynch in this book. Why add that aspect? And why do so without expanding on details? Well, keep in mind that at the time of the book was written, Mr. Comey had no idea exactly where the ongoing Inspector General investigation might lead, nor did he know the timing of the release. Hence the notion without expanded citation is likely explained. However, with part of the OIG report released within the Andrew McCabe background, there's a trail of evidence to the Attorney General involvement James Comey was alluding towards. On page 6 of the IG report, point number 4, we find a conference call between Loretta Lynch, Andrew McCabe, and the FBI field office in New York, where the subject of the Rena Aberdeen Clinton laptop findings overlap with Clinton Foundation's, in parentheses CF, investigation, the Clinton email investigation, pressure for assistance. Restart that. The Clinton investigation, and then pressure for Assistant Director McCabe to rescue himself, and Washington, D.C. Via Loretta Lynch using DOJ main justice leverage from the Eric Garner case against the New York FBI office and the New York Police Department. Wow. The more I'm going into this, the more revealing this seems to be coming out. With all of these, there's a lot of links in here. Wow.
Oh yeah, there's
even part of the text message between FBI agent Peter Strzok inbox and FBI special counsel to Andrew McCabe, Lisa Page outbox. So wait there. Let me just find the start.
Yeah, because the text messages that they sent amongst each other were highly incriminating, weren't they?
Oh, yes.
Because they thought they'd won.
So, on the 28th of September 2016, called up to Andy's earlier, hundreds of thousands of emails turned over by Rena's attorney to SDNY includes a ton of material from spouse.
SDNY, State Department, New York.
Yeah, that'll be it. And then it's got /UD001F628 /N/N, sending team up tomorrow to review. This will never end. Outbox. Turn Turned over to them why? Question mark. Reply. Apparently one of his recent texting partners may not have been 18. Don't have the details yet. Reply to that. Yes, reported 15 in the news. Reply to that. Hey, are you able to step out? Underlined, grab the product we discussed with Andy. They want it cleared tonight. Also, and add on to that. Also, work-wise, redacted, called BC, Toscas, and this is underlined, called B/C, Toscas, now aware New York has HRC, and then on the next line it says Humor emails via Wiener investigation, told him we knew, wanted to know our thoughts on getting it.
Just as we're getting to a good bit. Right, fuck it, let's get the fucking bigger one. Come on. You there, mate?
I'm sure.
Sorry, mate.
Underscored. Andy is aware.
Can you just repeat?
Whatever.
Can you repeat from getting the laptop? Yeah. Sorry about that. It died. My phone's about to die as well. Oh.
Should we end it? Oh.
I know. It's not been a good one today. We've not had a good day today. I've not had a good day. It's not been good.
I don't even know where we were.
It was talking about sending someone to get the laptop with the emails on it.
So it says, so the outbox, so this is from Lisa Page, the reply to Peter Strozic, where Peter says, apparently one of his recent texting partners may not have been 18. Don't have the details yet. Andrew McCabe via Lisa Page replied, yes, reported 15 in the news. Replied to that from Peter Strozic, hey, are you able to step out to underline, grab the product we discussed with Andy, then they want it cleared tonight. Peter Strozic again, also work-wise, redacted, this is underscored, called B/C,
Bill Clinton.
Toscas, yeah. Toscas now aware New York has HRC, Hillary Rotten Clinton, humor emails via Wiener investigation.
Yep.
Told him we knew, wanted to know our thoughts on getting it. And then it goes /N. George wanted to ensure info got to Andy. I told Bill. Reply to that is, reply to that is, I'm sure Andy is aware, but whatever. And then Lisa Page or Andrew McCabe says, hey, George T called me tonight. George T. George T called me tonight about the MYE letter. They are getting ready to send out. Remind me, I need to ask you something. Tomorrow is fine. Reply, letter to who? And sure, you can also instant message me. Underscored Congress. So there's letters to Congress. Too hard to write. Got it. F them. Wow. Peter Strzok, F the Congress. Yeah.
Yeah, shows.
Well, that says a lot.
Yeah, shows their respect for the system and what would have happened if rotten Clinton got into power. Because they really care about Congress if they say fuck Congress. Yeah.
That is something else.
So it shows
there's so much more people. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop it in YouTube.
Yeah. And it that also shows that they all knew about Wiener sexting an underage girl.
All complicit.
All knew about it. And it wasn't even an issue. It wasn't. It was just like, well,
I enjoy this.
Yeah, he's one of us. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And I'll drop it in Facebook for the Facebook people.
Yeah, put it in there for them as well.
Is it still on?
Yeah, still on. We're still on. It's just bit of a mad show today.
Ain't it just?
Yeah. But hey, take the ups and the downs, the rust with the smooths. So, some of the previous shows have gone bloody swimmingly. Absolutely spot on. Really to the crux of the matter and really good. Yeah. But this one's been, bit of an off day.
It's what happens when you overstep the mark, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
They don't like it. They don't like this.
No, they don't want us talking about this. No. They don't want us doing our own little shows. And, if we let one little messed up show get us down and stop us doing it, they win. They're never going to let them win. Never. We will win.
Not gonna happen.
Give me freedom or give me death. And we are going to demand it soon. Definitely.
I'd rather... Sorry. I was just about to say, I'd rather die on my feet and then live on my knees.
Yep. Even if it were frigging alien space monsters, they'd still fucking fight the buggers.
Stop your swearing, man.
Is it buggers? What did I say F? Oh, well. Oh, yeah, we're on daily Brexit, so we've got to be mindful of the manners. Yeah. There we go. It's in there as well now. Yeah. Because that... Oh, I can't wait till all the info drops. As soon as we get all those frigging 30-odd thousand emails that evil witch sent, as soon as Pizzagate is blown apart, the sooner the better. The sooner the better the public and the world knows who was involved, what they were doing. And yeah, it's going to be sickening for a lot of people. It's going to blow their realms of reality completely out of the water. But you can't get away with it. And the people have to know. It's like if there were space aliens. I think the people have to know. You can't keep them quiet. What was that? Oh. Yeah, you can't keep them quiet. For
sure.
You've got to let the people know. Because reality is reality. The truth is the truth. And lies build upon lies, and then the whole tower of cards comes crashing down. And from what I see, they've built a castle out of cards. An entire frigging empire out of cards. And they're going to attack us for opening the door and letting the wind of the truth come through and knock the house of cards down.
Yeah.
And the problem is, the people that are going to suffer from the house of cards falling down is the poor people. Is the everyday Joe, like you, me and you and everyone. if we let it, yeah. But we're suffering now. It's only going to get worse. When was the last time things got better? When was the last time the economy got better? When was the last time prices of food, prices of petrol, prices of anything went down? The price of a beer.
You know.
Yeah. But
It's a odd. Lisa Whitney said QAnon is beyond pathetic. Just look at the site that it's on. Laugh out loud.
Yeah. I saw that comment. I just brushed it off. I was like, well,
it's just a message board.
Yeah.
Anonymous message boards. That's all it is.
Maybe she's seen all the shit.
Free speech. So you could kind of say it's a bit like Facebook, where it's got its different pages. So you've got like politically incorrect, and then you've got great awakening. There's thousands of boards you can actually go on.
It's the lefty boards.
And people just post things on there and talk on there and make remarks on there. And they're of a certain society and don't like imposters, in all honesty, unless if you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Don't try and shitpost. It's not a good idea. And if...
Lurk, not larp.
Lurk, not larp. And if you were a whistleblower and you were in one of these jobs, where else could you post? Where else could you inform people? Where else could you let people know of what you know? Just no other way. Because the media's, back in the old days, well, probably not even back in the old days, because they've been on for a freaking long time. You'd write a letter to the freaking newspaper, anonymous letter to the newspaper to make them run a story on something. Do that nowadays. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Yeah. You could even like Gordon Bowden have all the information about the government Ponzi schemes and how many of the politicians are involved with it, and have the evidence there ready and waiting, and send all that to the newspapers. Send all that to frigging Murdoch and his cronies. And they go, "Oh, look at all this. Police go and get him. Or someone go and get him. He's too dangerous."
Do you know who he needs to give it to? WikiLeaks.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know his inner workings. I don't know what he's been up to recently. I just know that he's been studying it and he's got a lot of information on it. He's got a lot of proof and fact and evidence upon it, which is what you need. Yeah, I think he might have even approached the courts with it. But, the courts are bought. The courts are corrupt.
Julian Assange will help him.
Yeah. But it's one of those.
Look at the position Julian Assange is in, right? He would be more than grateful for that sort of help. And then what would happen in return? Oh, a dump of information.
Well, I doubt it's an original idea. If you see where I'm coming from, I bet somebody else has had this idea before us and has probably got through to him and talked to him and talked to him and told him to do it that way. Who knows? But it's a good
idea. To who though? Got through to who?
To Gordon. To tell him to drop it. But I wouldn't know how to get in touch with WikiLeaks, even if I had the information.
You go on WikiLeaks website.
Yeah.
Go on WikiLeaks website, and then you can do anonymous dumps and posts and stuff like that. But they only accept factual information or requested information. This has to be literally factual. This can't be like monkey
conjecture. Or I've joined this dot with this dot.
It has to be there.
It has to be. I've joined this dot with this document. official document, not a little word article you've made up yourself. Yeah, but it's just we've got to get these people in these sort of positions, and it seems like the societies have planned for this, so you can only get into these positions if you've been indoctrinated or if you've been welcomed into the circle.
I said to there was a lady, well, a group of ladies that were talking at Speaker's Corner on Saturday, and one of them got up and was saying about women not being in like the on the boards of big companies and stuff like that. And I was like, and on like in politics and committees and within politics and stuff like that, all of these places. I went, you've just got bad representation of women in these places. I was like, and not only that, you have to be of a certain sphere to be able to get into these places. It's all done by design. You have to go to common purpose school.
Yeah. Well, you have to be part of the old boys club.
To make it, you won't make it as a director or as a board of directors. It won't happen. I was like, and you've got the flip side of that, where a lot of women don't want to be in that sort of position. And if you do, then go for it. Get the encouragement of the people surrounding you. Don't feel like society is pushing you down. Prove that society isn't.
You've got the equal opportunities.
That's how women empower themselves. That's how anyone empowers themselves. I don't think there's any actual divide by the average person. The divide's done by design, through the powers to be, through these schools that they have to go to. Like if you don't go to Oxford, Cambridge, or Yale or Harvard, or London School of Economics, or all of these sorts of high places, and you don't get picked to go into politics, or you don't get picked to go, then you're just going to have a mediocre job, and you're not going to get very far. Unfortunately, because that's the way it's designed to be. Because you can be an infiltrator in their society, or you haven't grown up into what these people do, so you're going to be opposed to it, and then you're going to be quickly thrown out of your position, spot.
Yeah, they'll they've got it set up so the normal man and the normal woman can't get involved, can't get into the top sphere, can't, unless you've got the bloodline, unless you've got the education, unless you've got the means. You know, it's a complete and utter different circle to what you can roll in. But and to be honest with you, to be holding these positions of power, you don't have to be a genius. You don't have to have this super education. For one thing, it's a freaking detriment. You're stuck in this higher class bubble, so you don't understand what people are really like. And
I've come quickly to realise how uneducated, as in university or a lot of higher education, me myself, and you yourself, David, and a lot of others, come from just normal backgrounds, and all we've done is just read. And me personally, before I went on this whole rabbit hole adventure, I did enjoy reading, but not as much as I do now, because of what I'm reading. And I know a lot of it's negative, and a lot of it's a lot of what I've read in the past has been towards the organ harvesting. I didn't enjoy it. I just knew I had to read about it, and I had to know about it. because I know it was all part of what they do and how they work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoy reading now, and it makes me speak a lot more as well. I didn't need that, but it's helped for sure.
Mm.
And not only that, it's kind of helped to bring me together with other people that maybe I would never have met before.
Well, that's it. That's it. It widens your scope. Instead of just being, you know, a small town boy living in a lonely world, and just being around your same circle.
You are so corny.
I know. No, and just living in your own little circle, your own little group of friends, just being in that little circle of your friends and your friends and your friends, and you're doing the same things with your friends. You're doing all this with your friends. You're never really getting, and you're talking more about football or TV and sports and stuff rather than anything that's major. You avoid talking about things that are major because you don't want to start an argument amongst your friends. Whereas when you start to open up your circle and open up your eyes and open up your aspects and start to talk to even randomers or people, you know, that you get along with or get you know, acquaintances, you can start to get to know people a lot better and get to let people know you better and what you really truly think. And you share and spread information.
I feel so much happier in myself as well.
Well, I'm just aggravated. I'm just aggravated. I can't take action. I'm just aggravated. I can't take action. I want action. I want to.
Yeah, but you can take action. What do you mean you can't?
Well, I'm doing this. I'm making the show. I'm doing this. I'm spreading the word. But I want physical boots.
You want physical action?
Yeah, physical boots on the ground action. I know.
Yeah, well, go and go.
I'm trying. I'm fucking trying, but it's a costly thing.
What?
Well, you do know about my March for Independence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tried to march down to London with nothing. It's not friggin' easy, mate.
No.
But
you can do other marches as well.
Well, we've changed it. We changed it to fucking storming Manchester now, and I'm going to meet up with the Football Lads Alliance on the 19th of May. I thought it was the 19th of April. I was looking forward to it, like maybe tomorrow or the day after or something like that. But then I was like, oh, it's May. Oh, I've got to wait another month. No. But that's it. Well, as soon as, you know, it's been a nice sunny day up here recently. Yeah. As soon as the sun comes out, as soon as the weather starts picking up, start picking up some stuff, start going out for picnics, start having street parties, start getting some proper political support for these movements and proper, you know, talking to big crowds, talking to a lot of people, and start, like Gary Blackman says, start rallying the troops, start getting people together, because once we start to get together and we start to share our common interests and our common goals, exchange phone numbers with these people, exchange emails with these people at least, and be able to keep in touch with them, because you never know when the call might come.
Better, get on Discord.
Yeah, set up our own Discord server. Yeah, I might do that as well, actually, when I go to the FLA March. See if I can get a Discord server. Just start plugging.
I'm telling everyone to get on Discord.
Yeah, because it's a good open open source forum where everybody can talk and join in. But I want to start to expand this. I want more people to get in touch with me, like Don Davids. He left us his email. I'll get in touch with him maybe tomorrow or the day after. See if we can bring him on the show, because he seems like he's got some good ideas and good knowledge. And we need to start expanding this program, because it's all well and good me chatting with you, talking about things, going down the rabbit hole, joining dots and looking at things from from a different perspective, a different angle. But I'd like more people to get involved, and some more experts, some more people with different opinions and different looks and outlooks on life.
For sure. That needs to happen.
Need to. Because for too long, the sleeping giant has sat back whilst the elites have poked it with a stick and pooped upon it as much as they could. It's time for the sleeping giant to wake up and say, no, this is mine. We're better than you. Let's get this sorted.
We're stronger. There's more of us than there are of them.
There's more of us
and them people are no different to you and I.
No, and they rule by fear and complicitness, fear and apathy, fear and ignorance. You're too scared to step out of line because you'll lose things. You're too scared to shout out against them because they'll take things away from you.
I've gained everything from doing this, literally. And I don't mean in money-wise, I don't mean in material things, I just mean in self belief and belief in others. And I'm going to echo what someone else has said. Before, I didn't really have any belief in this nation.
Yeah, I'd lost
it. But over the last few months, boy, is it come right. The fire in my belly is so roaring so much right now. Every day I wake up, it's another beautiful day. And I'm like, come on, let's do this. We can all get together. We can do this.
Yeah.
And I make sure of it. I make sure every day that someone understands something, and they'll go away and do something with it.
And on that note,
causes, and I accept that.
And on that note, I think we should end the show.
Yeah.
Seeing as the Facebook died, my phone died, so Facebook's gone down.
Oh, jeez.
Well, it was on 86% before we started broadcasting, and it's just gone boom and died over an hour and a half. That's nothing. That's nefarious. That's wrong. But hey, goodbye to everybody. Thank you. Join us again for another show. Have a good night.
Thank you, and God bless. God be with you.
If there is one.